Oi, oi, you beautiful people out there, beautiful human beings. I'll tell you what, if you've looked on the old thumbnail, I think I'm going to use this picture, but this stone comes into the picture uh, of the whole message today. Lepidolite, I'm probably saying, or lepidolite, I'm probably saying that really completely wrong. Um, but go and look it up because it's really interesting how I grabbed. Hang on a minute. Let me get it. There we go. I'll read it to you. Assists in the release and reorganization of old behavioral and psychological patterns, gently inducing change. It brings deep emotional healing, soothing, and reducing stress and depression. Now, let me tell you. Well, let me start from the beginning because I had one of those slip moments and my head was starting to go, and it will always go to health anxiety too. Like, oh no, because it's the way the brain pulls it away off of something there into something that it focuses on. So it'll pull to your body, and I go to the 10th degree. It's a pain in the ass, but we go, and I've met people with the same thing, and I help them out with it, because I know certain things that I do, and this is one of them, and I wanted to share it. While I was over in England, I managed to get my vinyl shipped over that I've had for years, and I've been collecting it. It's not a massive collection, but it's a nice collection of different musics, and I've just been absolutely in my element and then I bought a turntable and some speakers, and I was like a kid in a sweet shop. To tell you the truth, over the past, I don't know, couple of weeks or so. And the speakers that I got them Bluetoothed as well, which I'm so thankful that I did that. I really am, because it's when I do my meditations, I use an app, and Insight Timer. Go and check those guys out, please. Go and check them out. Great app, really good app. And I subscribe to it, and I pay for the subscription every year. Way worth it. And I play it through these speakers as well, and it's so much better because the whole system I've got is way better than just a single speaker that I had. So I felt myself slipping, and I'm not sure why. Could be a number of different things. I spoke about upbringing with my sister today, and absolutely banging conversation. Beautiful. There's a whole podcast around that. Hooking back into the energy of my sister and my sister me. It's growing, and it's a beautiful organic thing to see. So we got into a conversation today, and it was an absolutely awesome conversation. I really enjoyed the conversation. But, we talked about some things, and that could be just a little bit of what adds up. Got on with my mates that I talked to on a Friday, my fucking brother back there, the Davey boy. We get on the Xbox, and another mate of mine, Nev. But I just left there, and I remember I had a little bit of a moment where I'm like, blimey, I was face to face with this guy, having a coffee with him at the airport, like literally within the month. It's like, oh, blimey. So things like that, play a role, and certain people come to mind and things like that. So I felt myself starting to slip. And I thought, oh no, what am I gonna do? So I, go to the tools. Level yourself up, Mr. Cockney Buddha. You're slipping into Steve. you're slipping into old habits of, going into the victim and then, not feeling safe and things like that. It all plays a role. So it was a matter of, okay. So I meditated. I used my app and I meditated first of all. Got through a great meditation. It was a really good meditation, but I needed more. And I went to YouTube, and I'm going to put it in the description. So go and check it out in the description, because I played this through my speakers and it was like it was meant to be there. I was like, oh, I've got to start meditating again. And I found myself messaging my wife. She's out at the minute grabbing some food and that. And I found myself messaging my wife and doing the victim thing. And it was like, oh, okay, right. Get yourself sitting down, get yourself on their Zofu. I use a pillow called a Zofu. Go and check them out. Great, because they keep your back straight, and you can I've got buckwheat in mine. It's stuff with buckwheat. And you sit on this thing, you can cross your legs, and then I can move it forward to get lift me up a little bit and straighten my back. Great for meditation. Absolutely awesome for meditation. So I thought, no, there's none of this, which was weird, because I wanted to get myself in the yoga pose that I normally do when I'm meditating, which is I get the one foot up on my leg and then I tuck the other one right underneath. But my foot kept cramping out, which was really unusual. It's not like I haven't had it before, but it was like something was trying to stop me from going forward. So I had to put my mind in control. And while I had my eyes shut, I just started saying, okay, I'm in control. I'm in control. And I said, Cockney Buddha's in control right now. And I'm going to meditate no matter what, whether you're trying to stop me or whatever. I'm going to be meditating. So, hey, so I thought, okay, use your resources. Maybe I'm not meant to be sitting like that right now. So I just went cross-legged and started playing this music that I found, like I'm going to put down in the description, that I found on YouTube. And, oh, wow. I don't know. That carried me off. And there was a couple of times when I had to get myself pulled back. My mind started wandering off. And I pulled myself back to where I was saying, I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not the body. I am not the mind. In the breathing, following the breath each time, getting myself calmed down, moving myself into a different position than what I was, because that there was no good. I was going in the wrong direction and I could feel it. But that's when you think, focus. And I'm not saying I'm not out of the woods. I mean, I feel good right now because I put all this into process. But, it's a matter of getting on top of these things when you're first starting to feel them, guys, or first starting to recognize, because sometimes it can slip pretty quick depending on where your mind's going. So it's having a recognition, following it in your body, following it in your senses, know when you're starting to talk victim, things like that. And then get on those tools, work those tools. And I jump sometimes from tool to tool. I mean, it was like I did the meditation. I came up out of meditation and I thought, I need more. I need more meditation. Saint was saying, knock yourself out. And started taking control. Started saying, Cockney Buddha's in control. Steve isn't in control. Oh, I remember there was some, because when I went back to London, I noticed myself slip back into Steve. I really noticed it. Within the first couple of days or so, I noticed it. And I don't, that could be some way of like a protection thing. I don't know. It was interesting in my conversation with my sister today. She noticed that I was a little bit tighter than when I was over my sister's place, which I felt that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, you know, it's I recognise that I had slipped that way. I even was still kind of there when I came back home here, but going into protective mode and eyes in the back of your head mode. So it was, yeah, I switched on to that side. And it's funny because even before I left, speaking to my therapist, I said, I'm a little bit worried that, you know, maybe a switch. And my wife noticed it, Tracy noticed it, and even my therapist noticed it. So, yeah, having recognitions of these things, and these things add up. These things add up, and they'll add up in layers. If you're not recognizing it, you know, they can add up in layers, and then you can start getting those triggers. And like what was happening with me today, for some reason. And sometimes we don't have to have a reason. It just starts to happen. But you know what? Use your tools. Use your tools. I tell you what, get yourself a playlist. Get yourself a playlist. I mean, I don't know where you're listening from. So whatever you use, Spotify or Amazon or I don't know, we use one here called Pandora, which is a great digital radio station. Again, we subscribe to it because we use it all the time, and there's even books on there that you can tune into, and get yourself a playlist. I've even got a walking playlist, so when I'm walking I can throw the headphones on. It's all like heavy, kind of beady, very like, okay, I'm feeling good kind of sounds when I'm walking. I don't play them all the time. I listen to different types of music, but I like to be hearing something that's making me like, yeah, I'm on it, kind of like that, upbeat. You know, you don't want anything that's pulling you downwards when you're trying to get out there and exercise. It defeats the energy. The energies don't match. It's like trying to put opposite ends of a battery together. It don't want to go. It's going to repel it. Right? It's going to repel it out of there. So get yourself a playlist for your anxiety too. And that Insight Timer, if you subscribe to it, you can put different meditations in different categories that you can give headings to. And I have one called anxiety. I have one called need it now, I think, like an emergency one, so I can just hit it and they're there. So use your resources, guys. Use your tools. Stay that course. Namaste.